Take a moment to get yourself in a comfortable space. As we talk about 3 keys to navigating overwhelming emotions, know that this could cause some difficult emotions for you to come up. So it helps to allow yourself to be present, but in a place of comfort. Maybe bringing a blanket or pillows. Do what you need to do to bring a sense of comfort for yourself. It could also mean having an object close by that brings a sense of calm, whether that's pictures of loved ones, pets, or maybe a grounding object like a crystal or stone. And as you settle in, I want to challenge you to bring a sense of self compassion. This can be difficult. Self compassion means that we talk to ourselves in a kind way, like how we would talk to a friend. It can be very challenging to do. But give yourself this time to learn these skills so that you can find more ease the next time you're experiencing more of these overwhelming emotions. When we have these emotions that are overwhelming, it can cloud our ability to think clearly and make it more difficult to respond thoughtfully. It can impact our relationships, sometimes feeling all encompassing. We might be left in patterns of reactivity. Sometimes we want to avoid them because they're so painful or difficult. However, knowing some skills to navigate these and regulate these emotions is crucial for our own emotional resilience. This can also help our relationships and help us in future decision making if we're coming from a more grounded space. By learning to pause, acknowledge our feelings, and engaging in these practices, we can cultivate the ability to face life's difficulties with greater ease, clarity, and balance. The first key is to pause and ground yourself in the present moment. Now, as you're sitting in this place of comfort, wherever you are, we're going to take some grounding breaths. We're going to use some imagery today. I want you to imagine a white light in front of you. We're going to breathe that energy into the heart, expanding it, and then imagine the breath coming up to the top of your head, and then exhale down to your feet into the earth. Let's try it. Inhale through the nose into the heart with this white light, expanding it, and then imagine it coming all the way to the top of the head, and pause. And exhale that breath all the way to the feet, filling you with that white light and releasing. Let's try it again. Inhaling, bringing in that white light to the top of the head. Pause. And exhale all the way to the feet, into the earth. And if your breath pace is different than what I'm teaching, then feel free to do this to accommodate your own body's needs. And let's try it one more time. So inhaling the white light into the heart, expanding it all the way up to the top of the head. Pause, and then exhale, releasing the white light through the body all the way to the feet, into the earth. Now imagine the white light is also taking away anything you don't need. And come back to your regular breathing, your regular pace. And with the white light, you can imagine it taking any negative energies from others, thoughts, any feelings to release and let go. So breath is one way to pause and ground ourselves into the present moment. We can also ground into the space we're in by noticing what's around us. The invitation is to gently move your head. Just turn your head looking slowly to the right, taking your time noticing what you see, naming out loud shapes and colors. I see purple, white, I see squares and circles. So you do the same in your space. Look over that right shoulder. Notice what you see. Maybe you see some pictures of nature or other things that bring you joy, checking in colors, and slowly moving the head to center. What is in front of you? Is there anything else that brings calm? Any colors, shapes, or objects? Now gently turn the head to the left, looking over the left shoulder, and the same thing, noticing what shapes do you see? What pictures? What colors? I notice the moon picture on my wall. I notice my office doors open. I notice the light from my tall lamp lighting up the corner. And then when you're ready, slowly bringing your head back to center. Check in, notice how you feel after that. Do you feel more in the present moment? Now notice your feet on the floor. Can wiggle your toes, bringing that awareness. We're going to move more inward to some grounding inside. Think about where the center of your body is. It could be maybe on your belly, maybe below your breastbone, or on your chest. Bring your hands to the center of your body, one stacked on top of each other. This is called centering. Bring awareness to the sensations of your hands on this spot. Maybe noticing the warmth or coolness of your hands. You can push and put a little pressure if that feels right for you. Bringing awareness to the center of the body. Let's breathe into this. Take a moment and inhale, imagining the breath coming to the center, breathing in. And then exhale, releasing. Inhaling to your center. Exhaling out. Good. You can also sit here in a quiet meditation as part of a practice of meditation, just bringing awareness to the center of the body. This can help bring some calm to the body and the mind. Release your hands to your lap. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling? How are your thoughts? Knowing that these practices can help interrupt the emotional overwhelm and shift your focus back to the present moment so you can feel a sense of calm and control. So that's the first key, to pause and ground yourself in the present moment. And those were just a couple strategies. There are a lot more you can do, but it's a good way to get yourself started. Number 2, name and validate the emotion. Identify and label the emotion you're experiencing without judgment, so be non-judgmental and just say it. I feel sad, or I feel angry, or maybe if there's 2 emotions, I feel frustrated, but I feel sad. Just avoid minimizing the emotion. Just give it space and validate it. See where you feel the emotion in the body. There is no wrong or right way to do this. Just do a quick body scan, noticing areas of tension as you think about this emotion. Start to feel it somewhere. If you're having trouble, maybe just place hands on the center or on your chest. And when your hands are there, just imagine giving yourself some calm, some comfort with your hands here. Validate the emotion in yourself. Say this out loud to yourself. I hear you. I'm sorry you feel this way. I'm here for you always. I will do whatever it takes to stay with you and help you to feel held and understood. I'm sending you compassion. As you say these statements, you may notice the emotion getting more intense or maybe a little subtler. Sometimes it can shift to another part of the body. It just wants to be heard. And if more emotion came up, just imagine gently holding that emotion just like a newborn baby, just giving it the kindness and love and compassion. When difficult emotions come up and are attuned into, the nervous system can shift into a calmer state. The third key is to take action, express and process the emotion. How do we do this? So we can choose an activity that helps to process it in some way. One way can be journaling. Sometimes writing down our feelings can be a way to express them. It helps to get out the clutter in our minds and in our heart and release it. If you don't like to journal or write, you can also talk into a recorder and just get it all out that way. That can be a release too. You can also find someone that is a safe person to talk with who will listen unconditionally and not try to solve it for you, but just allowing you to process the difficult emotion or circumstance that's coming up for you. And just like we can breathe into our center, we can also breathe into the action, the processing with an affirmation. And just breathe normally as you say to yourself, I am safe. This feeling will pass. I am safe. This feeling will pass. This can be done before the release with journaling or talking in a recorder or talking to someone else, or after. You can also choose to release through a creative means like drawing, some kind of artwork. Can be another way to represent what is going on with you inside. The way we do that is to imagine taking out all of that emotion, putting it out in front of you. What do you see? Thinking about shapes, colors, lines. Is it abstract? Or is it an animal, a person, or something out of this world? So, really using the creativity can be another way to process the emotion. It can also help to release it because once we go through these steps, many times you'll notice the emotion is less. And maybe it'll come to the place where it's released. It can also help you feel empowered as you take these steps to work through these difficult emotions. You can also ask yourself in this stage, what can I do right now to take care of myself? And don't answer immediately, just pause, see what comes up. Sometimes something can come up from your intuition. You could also ask, what will help me feel safe and supported? These could be part of journaling activities. What can I do right now to take care of myself? And what will help me feel safe and supported? And just to summarize, the three keys to navigating overwhelming emotions. Number one is pause and ground yourself in the present moment. Number two is name and validate the emotion. And three is take action to express and process the emotion. And again, knowing these steps can be a process that can be revisited as much as you need. It really can help you navigate intense emotions so that you can come out on the other side with more ease, more clarity, and feeling much more balanced. I hope this was helpful for you. I thank you for joining me today. And be sure to save this talk and meditation and practices we did today so that you can use it when you need it again.